Hi, my name is Corbin Austin. I'm in the 11th grade and I'm competing in the graphic design project. And for my project, I designed a logo for my school district's gifted program called Quest. And here it is right here. And again, I will have the image files uploaded to the drive so that you'll be able to see it more clearly and examine it for yourself without the glare or anything like that, but just bear with me throughout this video. So, how this all started was I was approached by my former 7th grade teacher, my English teacher named Miss Deal, who had recently became the new head of our school district's gifted program, and it went through like a whole rebranding process. When I was in it, it was called Expo, but now it got a new name change, a new head of staff, Miss Deal, and it got its name changed to Quest. And from her experience with me, she knew I like to design and draw stuff. In her class, I was always the one making posters for her and stuff like that. So I think she remembered that, and she asked me to design the logo, which I happily accepted. So she really just gave me free range of creative planning or whatever, creative ideas, everything was like whatever came out of my mind, I could do whatever I wanted. So immediately I began to sketch out some ideas. Now these ideas, as you can see, are much different than the finished logo, and I will show you more as we go through. But the preliminary sketches, I had different ideas I had like an idea of like mountains in the queue, like a whole scene, like going on a quest to find knowledge. I had this reoccurring idea of a planet and like a rocket ship trying to make the queue. Here's like Saturn, like you go on a quest to outer space to find the higher knowledge or whatever. Had an idea of an ocean and a sun. The planet thing again. Here we go with the Earth and the telescope, discover new knowledge. I even had one where it was like a hands holding the queue, and it was gonna make the queue somehow like the kids, they're holding up the organization, everything is run by the kids, like some child hands. And so none of those really worked out. So then we go to this page and right here, and these are the ones that I ended up fully rendering and designing and taking into the actual program that I use, which is Autodesk Sketchbook, and I'll get into that in a minute. But right here we have a sort of road leading up to the queue. It sort of had like this. I had like a tire idea in my mind, like this is a tire on a road, like a winding road to go on a quest, and you got the letters. Here's one where the Q inside of a child's mind is like the brain, and it spells quest next to it. I really like this one actually. Here's one. This one didn't really work out. I had this idea of like a light bulb, and like the light around it was gonna make the Q, and it was gonna have the string, and that was the tail of the Q. That one didn't really work out. And this one right here, this little magnifying glass sketch that turned in with quest inside, this little sketch right here, that turned into the big project, the big Quest official logo, and we'll get to that right now actually. So I took those designs into an app called Autodesk Sketchbook, and Autodesk Sketchbook is really great for me. I really love it personally. Like whenever I'm planning out some big sort of design project, where there's like a t-shirt design, a logo design like this, or even like a physical painting I'm doing, I'll use Autodesk Sketchbook because I really like the tools and the easy interface it has that really just allows me to get what's out in my head like onto some physical digital thing, so I can better realize it so I can better realize the idea and go into like make it a concrete thing. So for the Quest logo, you can see I have a earlier rendition pulled up where there was no color added, and we'll get to that in a minute actually. But I'm just gonna take you through the tools I used. Let me just set it up right here. Okay, so right here is where you select your colors and everything, but and then up here you have all your different tools, and then right here on the side is where you have your brushes. Everything's easy, like nice and laid out, like easy to see what everything is, and you can tap on it and it'll tell you more information about it, which I really love because a lot of people, including me, can get confused by a bunch of different tools, which I don't really like. I really like to keep my things simple, basic, so I can just get my ideas out and flesh them out without all the complication. So for this, I use the fill tool, the pen tool, the shape making tool, and the ruler tool, and the text adding tool to create the full logo. So what I did is I took the sketch and I sort of tweaked it a little bit. Things got more detailed, as you can see before. Like the magnifying glass, I made it way bigger, and instead of just magnifying the quest, it became the Q of the word quest. So to get the more graphic shapes, I used the shape tool to make the perfect circles, the perfect rectangles, and then using the lettering tool, I added the letters UEST to spell the quest, and I even came up with this little saying, this little slogan right here. It says "expanding minds" to tie in with the whole knowledge type thing with the magnifying glass to expand the minds of the Bearcat kids, to all the gifted kids, and just just tie it all in. So yeah, okay, that's it. But for that part, so I sent this design to her, and the other designs, which I also have the picture files uploaded into the drive so that you can see. And I fleshed out the other ideas. I don't think I showed you this one before in the sketchbook. I don't think I really had that. I think I realized that just in the app I was playing around. And I have like a globe in there. Here's the Q road design one. Here's the one with the Q in the mind, and like I actually changed it from like it going on the outside to being on the bottom, so better shaped if they want to use it on t-shirts and stuff like that, and other things that just look better in more like a rectangle type format. So I sent those designs to her, and she asked me to add our school colors into it, make it more tied in with our school, like the Bearcat, which is our mascot, and our colors are purple and gold. So I did that for her. And this is the one. This is where I added the color, the purple, the gold, the Bearcat. And before, she had even asked me to see if I could even fuse the Bearcat paw with the magnifying glass somehow, but that didn't really work from a design point, so I just kept it in there. And when I sent that to her, she just flew off. She was like, "Oh my God, I love it, I love it. Everyone's going to love it. This is the one." And before they even voted on it, because how they were going to decide was all the gifted teachers of the school district were going to vote on one of my logos to see which one would be picked. She was, before even any of that happened, she said, "This is the one. This is the one everyone's going to pick. They're going to love it. This is the best one. I love it so much." And even when I was in my chemistry class and my chemistry teachers want to get the teachers, he was like, "Oh, I can't see." He was like, "I can't see anybody else picking the other ones. Like, this is the one. Everyone's gonna pick this one." So that really just made me feel great as a designer. But I think the overall difficulties of the project was basically trying to combine my ideas with hers. Like she was asking for things that necessarily didn't work out, and I wanted to give those to her, but they didn't work out, and I think she realized that, so we ended up going with what I envisioned, and it really worked out well, I think, obviously, because it's part of the official thing. It's on the official website right here, on their shirts that all the gifted kids and the teachers wear, as you can see right here as Quest. They have some other information on the back about the schools and stuff like that, but the logo is on the front. And I just had a lot of fun creating this, and I love designing things like this. I love making t-shirts for my groups, designing t-shirts for all the clubs I'm in, making logos like this. I really want to kind of integrate my love of design and the arts into my career, maybe even become a graphic designer myself. I really like the program I use, Autodesk Sketchbook, because I said before, it was very easy to use for me, especially because I don't like things that are very complicated, because I feel like it really complicates the whole process of designing. So everything I did was original, hand-drawn, no no outside sources or anything. That's all me. And I think I think what makes my project unique is because before, this is the first time anything's ever happened like this, I think, where a student especially has designed a logo where, at least where I'm from, has designed something so big and integrated into the school district. And I just feel really proud of myself and really grateful that I was chosen to do this, that I was seen from my design skills and was asked to do this. And I'm so grateful, and I love that I can integrate my passion for designing logos, which I really love, and graphic things like this. And I'm really happy that I was able to integrate that with my school life and see something like someone walking around, like log into the school website, see my logo, see somebody with a shirt on. It just has a great feeling inside me. And that's pretty much it. So thank you. I'm Corbin Austin again, and thank you for your time.